Hey everybody, it's your girl Majesty and I'm back with another video. This time to talk about the recent releases. We had releases in pop, R&B, female rappers with Megan Thee Stallion, Tyla, Halle, Rosalia, alternative music with Florence and the Machine, and we are here to talk about all of it. So let's start with our girl Megan. How do you feel about Love a Girl? First of all, I love the fact that Meg is on this phase of her life because we have seen this woman going through a lot. So I'm constantly happy to see her winning and elevating in her life. When she came back with the Act 1 of her album, I was already happy to see her standing up for herself after everything that she's been through. And now I'm also happy to see her winning on her personal life. She seems like she's being loved properly. It just really looks like she's living something healthy, and I'm really happy for her. She was on Instagram trying to do her famous food reviews with her man, and her man could barely could focus on the food because he's the happiest man alive, and we get it. And also, so many of y'all are making me laugh every time in the comments with this whole Clay can't find all of us thing that it seems to be almost like a trend. Every single post of them, y'all are there saying this. Y'all are a mess. But Meg said herself on her new song, need to find your own man. So this applies to the guys too. Y'all need to find your own woman. Clay just found his. Now this song, Lover Girl, has been receiving mixed reviews, and Meg said on a live that she believes that a lot of her hate come from bots, and I understand why she would think that way, but I don't think that's the case. I mean, at least I don't think this is what explain what has been going on with this song, because I've been paying attention to the comments, and on my Twitter I follow a lot of pages that I like, Steam pages for Meg, and I've been seeing that a lot of the people that are fans were expecting something different. I didn't have that problem because I didn't have no specific expectation due to the sample. But most of the people were saying like, oh, because of the sample, I was expecting this and that. Because of the theme of the song, I was expecting that she would dance all the way. Now, when talking about the video, I can say that I wanted it to be like smooth dance because in fact she's dancing almost like, when you compare the vibe of the song to the way that she's dancing, like the intensity is almost too aggressive. It's almost like, what is going on? I could use her dance easily on a very aggressive dance hall type song, and it would look like the choreo was made for it. You know what I mean? So when it comes to the dance, I feel like Meg was going like too strong about it, too intense, and the song was asking for a smooth vibe. As for the lyrics, that people were complaining that they felt like they expected something more romantic. Not everything has to be about Bob your B, but when it comes to Meg, I just feel like I understood her brand. I understood what this is about most of the time. So I'm not gonna act like I was surprised. And she talk about everything. Meg has already worked with house music, songs that are more pop, songs that she were talking about the people who were shitting on her online, songs that she was defending herself, songs about her anxiety, songs about things that she's been through. So she speaks about everything. She makes all kind of music. So I don't know, I never know what she's going to do next, but one thing for sure, there will be some kind of twerk involved. Every album, every era, this is what she's known for. She does it really well, better than almost anybody. So yeah, I'm never surprised when it shows up this type of content on her music, and if I didn't want it to see, I wouldn't go for Megan Thee Stallion anyway. How do y'all feel? Do y'all have any expectations for the songs? I feel like I like that. I'm okay with it because I didn't have any specific expectations for it. As for the people who are complaining about the sensuality, I think this is something that comes before the song. I don't think this is something with the song, because people has been saying like she has potential to explore way too many topics. She does this from time to time, so I feel like a lot of people they don't want her to be boxed in or limited as an artist who is just known for it. But at the same time, I just feel like we gotta let her be free and do her own thing. If you like, you like, and if you don't, you don't. Maybe it's just not for you. Maybe Megan Thee Stallion as a brand is not for you. And sometimes I feel like this comes from the fact that we don't have many females on the game doing different things. And now we are having more, but many times because we don't have variety, diversity, a lot of the fans stay like asking for everything from every female rapper, and not every female rapper is trying to check every box, you know what I mean? But the fact is, on that same live, Meg said that she has more in store. This was just a song, but she has way more coming. She mentioned Act 3 of her album because she had Act 1, she released Act 2. So now it seems like Act 3 is coming. She said there is way more coming. She said that Cardi owes her two verses, so basically we can be listening new partnerships between them. And I saw a comment online that I thought was very interesting because somebody was saying at this point Meg and Cardi they should do a collab album. So how do y'all feel about this? Because I thought it was a great idea. It just make perfect sense. I would love to hear a collab album between these two. And I feel like it would be a very smart move in business for them to do more things together. I would love to see maybe a collab tour, of course, after Cardi do her own tour, because you know Cardi was unfocused, dealing with a lot of things on her personal life, and she spent a lot of time. There was this huge gap in between albums, so now she needs to focus on herself and show her own work for sure. But I remember when Drake was on top, and I just thought it was so interesting how the male rappers they do a lot of collaborations, including two collaborations, and I would love to see the females doing this more and more. And since we're talking about Cardi, let's talk about the possibility of a new album coming next year, because she said answering fans' questions. They were asking her about Deluxe, and she said that she's not thinking about doing a deluxe for her album right now, because instead of a deluxe or a remixes album, she's thinking about coming with another album maybe next year. And I don't know if y'all remember, but she has said before that she was thinking, considering to put out a Latin album, to put out like a rap album in English, and then after that put out not a Latin, like a Spanish album. So I'm assuming that a Spanish album would be more with Latin rhythms. I don't know. I love the idea. I'm totally here for it. Are y'all here for it? Did y'all want a deluxe or a remixes album for Am I the Drama? I kind of don't know how I feel about it, because I feel like this album is so good that I wanted her to do everything with this era. But the most important thing for me is that she's focused now. You know, she's really back, and she said herself from her own mouth that she's hungry now. She's hungry for success. And talking about hunger for success, Halle Bailey is outside. She has been giving interviews and promoting her new album. I'm glad to see, because the album was announced like 15 days before the release date. So there wasn't the traditional promotion that we see happening nowadays for the pre-save, but now she is out there promoting it. Did y'all hear Halle's album? I'm in love with the vocals, but I'm very suspicious to talk about it because I always love her vocals. I saw a comment on X, and I think I agree with it, which was somebody saying that they think that Halle is the vocalist of this generation. Do y'all agree with this? Because I don't remember like listening to anybody else from her generation that I feel like is as great as her. There are many greats, don't get me wrong, but she is probably my favorite. Maybe there is something good about the way Holly's career is being handled because unlike Chloe's, she doesn't have a viral hit that she's going to award shows and everything. And the good side is that there is not this much pressure, you know, about what are her numbers or anything. So I think there is room for her to grow and build a real relationship with her audience without the pressure of a lot of expectations around her. Unlike Chloe, she doesn't have to deal with the fact that people think she's the next anything. You know what I mean? And another person who released this week a song, Pour Me Chanel, was Tyla. I didn't love the song. I'm not even trying to add on any hate online that she is suffering. Actually, I like Tyla. And I've been watching Tyla since before Water. So I'm not even here because of the viral hit. I really like her style. But this was the first song. It was the first time that she had a release that I was not feeling that much. And then when I watched the video, it's no shade, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't like the fact that the song is Put Me Chanel, and then it was supposed to give me Chanel vibes, and she's wearing Chanel pieces, but the way it was styled almost made Chanel look cheap. I'm sorry, but it's like you are wearing Chanel, but the way it's styled is make me feel like it looks like Shane. Why is that? This really wasn't my favorite song from her. I prefer Mr. Media that was on her EP. I like Easy, Jump, Push to Start. I liked all of those, but this one was my thing. The chorus is very repetitive. The message is very like, I don't care, I couldn't care less. And Tyler is at a moment in her career that a lot of people are not being able to connect. So it's a great moment for her to do some inner search and with the help of her team trying to figure out like what is her identity as an artist and how do we make it more clear. And I just feel like this song doesn't add much, you know what I mean? For anybody to understand like who Tyler is, why should I connect, why should I care? And another release that we had this week was from the singer Rosalia. A very conceptual video and music with orchestra sounds. She was singing lyrical. I love it. I love when artists do something that is not expected, that is does not fit in at the model of what is commercial. And I love that Rosalia is able to cultivate in this era of TikTok. She's able to cultivate an audience that appreciates that, and she's able to survive, not only survive, but actually be successful on the mainstream, even being very conceptual and bringing different things, different ideas to the table. I love how the marketing was done when she released the sheet music on a picture and the fans started to play the song to try to figure out what she was doing next. And last but not least, we had Florence and the Machine releasing a new music, a song called Sympathy Magic. I like the video. I love the fact that she always does, like, she tells a story with all the videos putting together, you know. She has been doing this for a while. When she's releasing an album, she will do the music videos telling a story, but it's almost like she's giving the story for us, like piece by piece. And we will be able to hear the full story on Halloween. I love that we will have an album of Florence on Halloween. It's so perfect timing. But anyway, this is all I have for you today. Thank you very much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe so we can keep talking. And you can always come for the insights and stay for the conversation. You're always welcome here. Are there any releases that I forgot to mention that y'all think is important that y'all want to talk about? Let me know in the comments down below. Clicking the thumbs up, share this video if you like, and I see you on the next video. Bye.